D Soul. We got the sound. We're trying to see if we got this sound right, y'all. Am I too loud? Am I too loud? Am I just right? Y'all let me know. Let me know. I'm turning it down right now, but I can't hear myself. But y'all, this is the hip hop highlights. What up with the A punts? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? How does the sound? Am I too loud? Y'all let me know if the sound is just right or is it too loud? I'm trying this new microphone out today, y'all. We still trying to figure this sound situation out. Y'all let me know how I sound. Please let me know, y'all. Please let me know how I sound. Red Eye Gang in the building, y'all. Already, Spider. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all hip hop highlights. You already know what it is. I'm about to pat Spider in, and we finna break down these topics today. Kid Folk Frost, what's the hood? Turn me down in the background. Turn me down. Get ready for this show. Pull up with the Spider. It cut off right there too.
What cut off?
The sound.
Ah, damn.
It's doing the same thing it did last time. It's all good. All good.
They don't want us to be great, man. How y'all doing today?
All gravy, man.
Yeah, bro.
We good, man.
Put this down, man. Chilling, man. Kinfolk, cat bitches in the chat, man. Barbershop. Kinfolk, what you been on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Bro, we got a lot going on today, man. We got a lot to talk about, bro.
There's a lot of shit going on. There's so much shit going on. Okay. So I'm in the studio, right? The first topic I want to talk about, hip hop highlights, man. I know you introduced the show and things like that, but I was in the studio just a minute ago and it just brought something to my attention. Made me think about something. You was in the studio over the weekend or somewhat like that, right?
Friday.
The hell you doing in the studio? What you got going on, man?
Man, there was a lot going on Friday, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. In the studio with they doing something for Black Music Month, which is June, and one time for Anthony Ball, and man, 4 artists from Oklahoma, 4 artists from Arkansas. They performed with a live band, man. Super cool, good networking event. Really dope, man. In the studio, hanging out, doing interviews, man.
Oh, so you wasn't in there rapping?
No, I wasn't in there rapping. Doing interviews, man. Just sticking to what I'm good at. That's what I was doing, man. Sticking to my lane.
That's what's up, man. We got the food truck shelf. But what's good, Manny? Virgil Bonds in the chat. Regine, what's good with you, man? Make sure you DMing the show out to everybody. I just want to get the show kicked off, man, with some of the biggest in the world, you know what I'm saying? #1 DJ in the world, man. Get some of his news going on. We got 11 people in the chat. How you want to get this thing started, man? It's a lot of stuff to talk about.
It's a lot to get into. Let's go ahead and talk about J. Cole, man. Let's start hitting hard, bro. J. Cole got the #1 album. You've been hating on him because you said that he ain't been hooping. He's playing in the NBA League in Africa for the Rwanda Patriots. He put up a big 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Spider Crazy 8. What do you have to say for yourself?
A lot of overhyping. Like Miko Malice. What's good, Corleone in the chat, man? We got some hood stars in the chat. DJ Boss Hog. Once again, a lot of overhyping, a lot of people talking this and that. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of the whole album, though I think it's okay. I don't think it's bad. I ain't gonna say it's terrible, because I think people, they just think that like I'm down a dog. I'm gonna say he's this and that. I'm a J. Cole fan. I listened to J. Cole back in the day. I really used to like him before he threw out those duds and what he just put out. So I hold him at a high standard. I really think that he should do stuff that it wasn't what I wanted. I'm gonna say that. So I gotta say what I gotta say. But people has been mad at me all weekend. I've been making sure I stick to my guns.
What do you want from J. Cole?
What do you want from Kendrick Lamar? What do you want from Drake? If Drake was to put out an album that mediocre to you, do you think that it would?
Kendrick's more creative than J. Cole.
You can't give him that though. We keep saying J. Cole is #3.
They say that. I don't say that no more.
You don't say it no more. I'm glad you brought that up because I want to say something else too, man. Cole, what's good? Red Eye Gang.
Big shout out to Julie too, my homie Julie. But I don't say that anymore.
You don't say that since the last album. I mean, the 2 before this one, right?
Yeah, I've been not saying that.
So it wasn't mediocre. Yes, it was.
It was good.
It was okay.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't nothing groundbreaking at all to me.
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. I want to stick with that. I ain't saying that it's J. Cole. He did what he rapped. He had bars, but it was whatever.
It was good, J. Cole. It wasn't great, J. Cole.
Big. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just state that. And then he couldn't play basketball really that good. 17 minutes, three points. 17 minutes, and then I said that you got people really, bro. The people that I argue with, it really blows my mind. You couldn't do that. He's in the league. I'm like, he's not in the NBA. What are you talking about? Like, it's 3 points in 17 minutes. Was he starting?
Why are you hating on him, man?
Nah, because
do you think that's a publicity stunt?
Yes. Oh, this seems crazy. This thing, bro. When I seen J. Cole do that layup, I was like, okay, this is unreal. Like the ball was coming off the hoop. You could tell he ain't been doing no practice. My guy Prince Suave, he ain't in the chat. 21 Savage always bring it. I had somebody say J. Cole was writing 21 Savage verses.
Oh, man. Probably is though.
That's why they always sound good.
You're probably right.
You cap. It was hard, but it wasn't. No song he dropped as good as Middle Child, but that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's not good. Y'all got to step into my shoes of what we got going on. I can't just say stuff like that. You sound like a fan. That's what you sound like. And I'm gonna say this, just like I was saying with you. If Drake would have did that, I would have been saying he's trash and he's washed up and he's done. He's cooked. If Drake would have did something like that, Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna even get off Drake because y'all hate on Drake all the time. Kendrick Lamar dropped something like that, man. Y'all,
I'm gonna be real disappointed.
Come on, everybody will.
Now, real disappointed.
Everybody besides J. Cole fans will be disappointed. I mean, Kendrick fans will be stubborn. They're being very stubborn. That's exactly what it is. That's the new word of the day. 17 points, 17 minutes, 3. Come on, man, that's terrible. Get that crap out of here. Nah, yeah. All y'all J. Cole fans, chill out, man. I'm gonna talk. The question.
Hey, Ponce, I'm glad you asked that question. Because Spider, J. Cole is on pace to move 300,000 units.
That is amazing.
That's an important number.
Yes.
All right. 2 things. Give him this prop because that's gonna be the highest selling album of this year so far. But 300,000 is very, very important. Because last year,
you know who did.
I know. And that's the range that I keep him at. But for everybody watching, Little Uzi Vert moved 300,000 the first week. And I think J. Cole is around that range. I don't put him in top. Little Uzi Vert is, you know what I'm saying, in the top 10, but he's around there with Little Uzi. He's not up there with Kendrick. He's not up there with Drake. He ain't up there with Travis. He down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the other tier that he in.
Yes, and that's where he belongs, and that's why everything that I'm saying has to be said. Now, I also wanted to ask this question because we was talking about tiers, and another thing is this. I want to know why we don't continue to put Lil Wayne in the top 3.
You still got to be moving units. Drake's still moving units.
But I'm saying, like, Lil Wayne is okay. So
he even still moving a lot of units, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we taking? It's almost like since the whole situation with him and Birdman, we just take him out of just being like a current rapper, like he's a rapper in the past.
And it's crazy. We kind of look at him at that legend. He kind of in that middle ground. You know, what's kind of weird in that middle ground too. Rick Ross kind of there too. Where he's a legend, but it ain't really new.
It ain't time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they both kind of in that weird space right now. 2 Chainz kind of in that space too. Bro, you've been out a long time. You know what I'm saying?
So we can't give him that, and I know it's because of the mixtapes and things like that, but we can't do that to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is dropping tracks with Polo G now. Like I just seen that. And he got something with another artist. Like Lil Wayne is still rapping. Like
Lil Wayne is still hot. Yeah.
Yes, he's still very, very hot. That's
it's weird. Yeah, it is weird.
That stuff that he just did on this situation with Nicki Minaj and Drake. Come on. Yeah. So
it's funny you mentioned that.
Okay.
I finally listened to the track. I said, damn, that sounds like that old Lil Wayne. Then I said to myself, this must be an old verse. And then he say no cap on there. I said, well, it ain't an old verse if he's saying no cap. Either he was the first person to ever say no cap. But it reminded me of that old Wayne. It reminded me of his old self. You know what I'm saying? He still got it. He ain't lost nothing. You know what I'm saying? But people just don't give him that respect for some reason.
They were counting them out, man. I don't know if I was doing it too. I kind of want to throw myself there under the bus too. I was kind of doing it myself. So I'm gonna put him back up there. It's Lil Wayne, but where we putting Wayne over? Where we putting Wayne over Kendrick?
Huh?
Wayne goes over Kendrick, right? If we still got him as current rapper, top 3, right?
Barely. I'm one of the biggest Wayne fans on the earth, but I got to keep it real now.
Okay, I get you. Okay, okay.
Kendrick don't miss, and Kendrick like been on top for like 10 years now. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, I just wanted to ask that question.
You have a very, very good point, but Wayne ain't that far over Kendrick. He is. Wayne's a legend.
Okay,
but if Kendrick never dropped again, Kendrick's a legend.
True. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go what?
I'm not saying he would be on Wayne's status if he never dropped again.
He won't.
But Kendrick would have his place in hip hop history if he never ever rapped again.
I got you. Okay, all right. We're gonna move on past that one. But I just had to talk about this. Now, next topic I want to talk about. I mean, you had I know you wanted to talk about it on the album review show, but man, I just got to talk about Quando Rondo numbers, man. Come on, man.
9,000 ain't working for you?
No, come on, man. NBA young boy prospect. Come on, man. The sound, the quality, everybody talking about it. The stuff sound good. What's going on? What happened?
You do got a good point, a deeper point about just how hip hop is changing and how the whole street image is not helping him at all.
No. Big facts.
At all. And it made me think about almost the Gucci Mane legacy. You got to think, I was growing up around that time. Yeah. Gucci Mane fact. Bro, you heard about Gucci that laid a man down, that they tried to rob him, and Gucci Mane rapping about it.
Kill it.
And Gucci Mane is out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that added to Gucci Mane aura. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, this does nothing for Quando Rondo, though. Nothing.
No, it like you said, it hurt him. Like I didn't think it was really hurting them back when we was talking about it last week. But now I'm like, whoa, I was expecting way better numbers than this.
Quando Rondo has a damn good album. Yes. Nobody heard it.
That's tough, man. One quick topic, man. I was gonna start asking you about the songs that came out. Big Crip, The GOAT, chill out. Why did they get in the chat and do that? Like, you can't. Hey, stop this.
No, he ain't.
Stop that, boss hog. What you think about the Migos single that they put out? Was it worth it? Was it?
You know what? I'm listening to it first.
Hold on, what you say?
Man, that gets about halfway to the song.
Yeah.
Hey, that's that Migos right there.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening.
Just a little bit of straightening. But ain't nobody, bruh. It's almost sad when the sound change right up under you, man. Bro, I'm gonna tell you now, that's high class Migos.
That's nice. That's a nice song. That's a really nice song.
You know what it reminds me of? You remember Get Right With You?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the same type of vibe, when they was in their groove, like,
yeah.
Bro, this
it's got
that, that's all.
What that is, the same color T-shirt. Like that stuff on that
same type of feeling, bro.
Yeah, it gives you the same vibe. They even got the same type of energy and everything. Like it's just, well, I mean,
nobody rocking with it. Nobody.
But it's just weird though because Nicki Minaj can drop a song that sounds way older with older rappers almost, and a lot of people still rock with it. Don't make any sense. That Nicki Minaj song with Drake, Lil Wayne, they had that style is a little older. That's
why I told you it sounded like an old song. That's what I was thinking. It was an old Wayne verse.
Right.
It was an old vibe, yeah.
But the Migos sound more recent. Why did they stuff hit? They're legendary Migos. The Migos that everybody loved, it still didn't work. People didn't care.
What does a Migos fan look like?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Where's the Migos concert packed with? What's the age range for Migos?
What was it ever packed with though? That's I never seen it like that.
They were in that age range that it was packed with.
Oh,
almost to Lil Yachty when he was packing out shows.
Yeah.
Remember Teenage Emotions?
Yeah.
He was a teenager.
Gotcha.
Lil Yachty's 23.
I was over with. Gotcha.
The Migos are almost 30. They're 28, 29.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking. I'm just being real. Like what age group are they? that sound that kind of came and went. I don't know what their fan base is.
That's tough. That's so tough. What's good, Pat? That's so tough. But yeah.
Hey, Punch, Quavo used to be big. Quavo was big in 2018, 2019.
But you see how Pop did them? Pop did. They picked up on for a little bit. Just let them go.
But just 1 second. We rock with you, and then we done with you.
That's when they tried to go back into that. That's where they messed up at. I think that I've said that on the show before. I think we did talk about it. They tried to go back to the hood, and they should have just kept it Pop. And when they did that, it was just the hood wasn't messing with them. The hood didn't like Walk It Like We Talk It. They didn't like that stuff.
And it's one of their biggest songs.
Yeah, the hood.
One of their biggest songs too.
And they tried to go back home, and niggas like, hey man, nah, y'all did that, with Drake. That it wasn't cool, bro. Chill out. We ain't rocking with you no more. And they lost their fan base, man. Well, on June the 11th, man, expect some new Migos, man. They finna get ready to drop their project. I don't think nobody gonna care, but from the sound of that single, I think it's gonna have some pretty good Migos on there. I'm gonna say
I like the song. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Oh man, that's tough.
I did.
Okay. All right, man. Give me a topic, man. What you got for me?
Let me see. Spidey, it's kind of a deep topic, man.
Okay.
Jay-Z and LL Cool J were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is my question to you, and I'm glad Pat in the building too. Spidey, you are a rapper, and you finished your career. You accomplished all your goals. You get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How would you feel about that?
I think it's a big accomplishment. Anything like that would be really big for me. I'm not gonna stunt. Of course, though, like I make I make music that I feel like actually should fit in that type of category, though. Like, did LL Cool J make rock and roll type music? Like, what does it mean to be into that category, though? That's my point.
All right, well, I'm gonna explain to you what my big issue is. My big beef, as they say.
Okay.
Hip hop is the #1 genre of music.
Right.
We don't need nobody to say these are the hip hop artists that we accept. Our genre can say that,
right?
But we don't need no other genre saying these are the two that we pick.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
Are you catching my drift?
I got you.
Let's get our own. We're not rock and roll. We hip hop. That was cute in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Man, it's 2021.
Okay.
A rock and roll artist want to be hip hop. We're the #1 genre of music.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? And I think it'd be cool now to make that. And you know what I'm saying? That almost what Versus is doing. You know what I'm saying? To give appreciation to them old artists and get them nominated and stuff like that and get them into a Hall of Fame. But I'm gonna tell you now, them days of telling us which two artists you accept are long gone, bro.
They're out of here. Okay.
Long gone.
No, I get your point, and I'm gonna say this, man. You pretty heavy on that. You've been sticking on that for a while now. We are the #1 genre. No, they need us. We don't need them type thing. And you've been sticking on that. So I get your point. How big was it back in the 90s for an artist to get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
You got to think it was a special thing. You know what I'm saying? You felt like you didn't really did something. You built up a career. Yeah. All the big artists, you know what I'm saying, was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I get it. Yeah. But it's a shift, and the shift didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? We're just too big for that now. And I think we should even take advantage of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like this. I'm very interested to see what Jay-Z do. Jay-Z think like how I think. Yeah. And LL Cool J, I'm not sure. Yeah. But Jay-Z, man, I don't need your Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know that Jay-Z thing.
We're going to have to start inducting like pop artists into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
They're going to want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? But no, we're the #1 genre. We don't need no. We're past
Post Malone first ballot. We're going to induct Post Malone to the Hip Hop Hall of Fame for doing what he doing, and we'll go from there. Man, another, since we're talking about awards, man, I don't know how I feel about this, bro, but DJ Khaled went gold. I guess he don't care about how people think about his music. He's definitely don't need that recognition.
Oh,
Pat,
no.
you saying that? Pat, you saying you wouldn't want that recognition though? Like I get it from the the Wolf standpoint, but as a rapper, you saying you don't need that recognition. Young King, what's good? That's hard for me to see. That's hard for me to believe. I'm gonna just say that. Because it still seems like it's something big to be as an artist, as a rapper. I mean,
it's a shift, Spider. We can't. I'm just saying, it's a shift, man. I just wouldn't accept it. Not in today. I'm good on that.
I got you. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to give me another topic real quick?
Let me see that I got for you. Spider, the versus battle that everybody has been waiting for. Bow Wow versus Romeo. Romeo said he wants to smoke. Spider, name all your favorite little Romeo bangers.
You petty.
Bro, I was somebody, I posted that, I'm the source. It's cool for me, but for Jay-Z and LL, it definitely don't care for it. I don't think. Okay, I respect that. Okay. I was so confused when I saw this, because I was like, what is Lil Romeo really gonna play? Like, and somebody was in the comments like, man, this is gonna be great. I was like, how is this gonna be great? Like, what is this gonna be about?
What songs?
What single? Like, what was a big Romeo song in general?
I'm being for real.
Kai Googling for us right now, man.
I want to know.
Yeah, she said she trying to. I don't
remember it. I'm being for real.
Girl, I've been watching you, and you've been that. I think that was one song they had. I don't know, trash. Night. I'm not looking forward to.
Don't remember.
They're fishing at this point. They don't have nothing. They're throwing stuff at the wall right now. Real talk. Like, I don't know what the Versus is doing. Jones, what's good?
That's my little cuz. What up with it, Jamie?
Nick Cannon.
Yeah, the song with Nick Cannon. Come on, man.
Bro, I remember zero of that, man. I seen him post that. I said, bro, it's a lot of reaching. Talking about verses, I do want to mention this. I don't know if you've seen this story. Did you see that Crunchy Black, a 3-6 Mafia, said that Swiss Beats and Timberland hating? And this, I'm not agreeing that they hating, but he is right on this story.
Okay.
If you remember, 3-6 Mafia and Bone were going to have their own versus battle.
Right.
Timberland and Swiss Beats told them not to do it.
Yeah.
And was like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can do it on us. We got some big plans.
Right.
I'm kind of like Crunchy Black. Y'all done did some weak ones lately. And we're definitely bigger than Redman and Method Man.
That's facts.
And they ain't did it. So they had a good point. You know what I'm saying? So it says they some haters. That's what it said.
They some haters, and they're trying to keep it. I mean, I as far as like a business, I understood. You don't want nobody to take your idea right underneath you before you really got it going. So I felt that, like, let's shut them out and then keep it going this way.
You felt that part?
Yeah, I mean, as a business, as the way that the industry is, it didn't surprise me that happened. And then you got to think about, the fact that I don't know how well it would have went if they had talked about doing their own versus battle and then they actually put it together for them. And the numbers being good, I can see, 3-6 being like, we could have did this by ourselves. We ain't need y'all. We was already finna have everybody. So let's just kind of slap them under the rug, things like that. But to Country Black saying they are hating and they are blackballing them. That's true. Yeah, that is big truth. What's good, Daniela? But I mean, the Bow Wow thing, man. And back to the Bow Wow thing, bro. Like, Bow Wow say he's working on an album too.
You want to go back to that?
Huh?
You want to go back to that?
I just want to talk about why is he doing this? Like, I don't understand.
He dropped the song last year.
Bow Wow dropped the song last year?
Yeah.
What was that about?
It was straight or whatever.
Nah.
Romeo, all he did was have a TV show on Nickelodeon.
That's all Romeo had was a TV show on Nickelodeon, man. So, okay. Yeah, Bow Wow.
Bow Wow had a moment, but you know what I'm saying? That's long gone, though, man. You got to let it go.
That's been gone though. Like it's like what Bow Wow do like reality?
He want
shows?
to do like Soldier Boy and keep coming back, but
That ain't gonna work.
it's only working with Soldier Boy.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he do the show.
Soldier Boy is 1-on-1, man. And somebody was telling me that I posted that we didn't want an album from Bow Wow. I think Neon Nights come in on there said that I hope he be fired when he dropped. Soldier Boy did it. I told him, hey man, watch yourself. You can't compare those two. That's different. That's completely different, man.
She dropped 3 months ago, Caught My Pain.
Now I did want to
What
get
up,
into
what you got?
this topic here, man. 6ix9ine, Lil Reese, man. Praying, hoping that Lil Reese is doing good. But he got shot over the weekend, and it's pretty bad. 6ix9ine say he got a curse out, man. So it's a 6ix9ine curse for real. You know, see, 6ix9ine say a lot of stuff, and like I know a lot of people don't like him, but I would just, keep my ears to the streets, going around this whole story, paying attention to, because Academics got this, podcast where 6ix9ine comes in and talk a lot, and he says some stuff, and I want to ask you, rappers are being fake. He said that. He's been saying that, but he said that ain't nobody killing nobody, ain't nobody shooting anybody. People are just rapping about stuff that they're not doing. How long has this been going on? Is 6ix9ine exposing stuff that was going on even when the Migos was talking about it? Because what rapper right now do you really believe is killing people?
I guess none. I mean, that ain't really where hip hop is right now.
But
I mean, I guess he got a curse. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how he's out here still performing shows. That's what I don't know.
I mean, he's just 6ix9ine. The curse on all gangsters. What? Is that what the curse is on? I don't know, but 6ix9ine's supposed to have a curse out. He's saying that all these rappers are capped, everything is fabricated, nothing is real, and they're just rapping about it. Ain't nobody really killing anybody, ain't nobody really dying.
People still listening to 6ix9ine on what he's talking about?
Yeah, 6ix9ine is still a big artist. We just talked about Bow Wow in the verses. Migos dropping and nobody care.
Versus kind of got the culture. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? You talk about an old topic. 6ix9ine was kind of like 2018. You know what I'm saying?
We done with 6ix9ine? Okay. I just think it's crazy. Every time something like this happens, though, 6ix9ine always comes up and talks about it. And like you said, he's still out here performing and doing whatever he wants.
6ix9ine talking about Lil Reese, bro.
Lil Reese?
Talking about Lil Reese.
You don't mess with it? What's good, Root? You don't mess with Lil Reese?
When was Lil Reese relevant? Name a Lil Reese song.
It ain't about songs, obviously.
Name a Lil Reese song.
Ain't no Lil Reese songs. Like,
your voice getting high pitched. Name a Lil Reese song.
No Lil Reese song.
So a rapper that's irrelevant is talking about another rapper that's irrelevant. Come on.
I talk about rappers whether they're relevant or not. Like it's not just Lil Reese that he talks about. He talked about King Von too.
This topic, he's talking about an irrelevant rapper. Lil Reese is irrelevant.
Okay.
You can't name a Lil Reese. You in hip hop. You can't name a Lil Reese song.
Well, I can't name a song. You're right. I'm not gonna say that. Like, but as far as like being in the streets and doing the stuff that, if he was rapping and making a hit, he's actually one of the ones that was actually doing it. And it's crazy. He's not relevant, but
6ix9ine making hits.
No, I'm talking about Lil Reese. Like
Lil Reese making hits.
No,
who's
he's
making
making hits, but he's rapping about what he's doing.
What is Lil Reese rapping about? Are you don't know his music? So what? You don't. That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about?
Lil Reese is in these streets, man. That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know nothing about Lil Reese.
These other guys ain't in this. We don't know nothing about any of these rappers. Just what I'm trying to say.
But what I'm trying to say is, you definitely don't know nothing about Lil Reese.
All we know is their music, and 6ix9ine is telling us that we don't know nothing about these people.
And you following what 6ix9ine say, and you know nothing about Lil Reese. That's my whole point.
The questions are
what you getting from Lil Reese. It's from Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No, 6ix9ine is speaking on the situation. 6ix9ine is speaking on the situation of Lil Reese getting shot. I didn't get Lil Reese getting shot from 6ix9ine. That's in the hip hop industry. That's what's going on.
Man, you repeating with 6ix9ine talking about Lil. You don't even know nothing about Lil Reese, man.
He in these streets, man. He in these streets, man.
You don't know nothing about Lil Reese.
Okay. All right, man. Let's move on to another topic. We ain't gonna agree on this one.
We can agree to disagree. What you got? You got something else? You want to get something?
Yeah, go ahead and give me some real quick.
I do want to do some good news real quick, man.
Okay.
I always like bringing something good if we can find something.
Yeah.
But quickly, man, Jaden Smith opens up a food truck in LA to feed the homeless. They give them free food. It's all vegan food. But one cool thing is if you pay for food, he asks that you pay extra, kind of like pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford it.
Right.
But if not, you can eat there free. So one time for Jaden Smith doing something positive.
That's dope. I like that. That's I can rock with that. I can rock with that. Now YouTube is doing something, and okay. So we talked about this a little while ago. How social media steal from each other, right? So YouTube is creating their own TikTok at this point, and they're paying 100 million creators to use their TikTok. Very smart. Very smart. How big is this for YouTube? If they was to do what they need, because they already got the stories. I remember when I first seen that they got stories where the YouTube content creators using it and whatever, but and then stop things like Snapchat, people from using it and things like that. So, do you think that this is going to take away from TikTok at all?
It's just, you got to try it out, and as we've said before, all the social medias try to steal from each other. So, I mean, they had to figure out something to try to steal from TikTok. And one thing they do know is a bunch of them social medias are so much of a fad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Snapchat ain't built as big as it was a few years ago. Right. They know TikTok is a fad thing. It's not going to stay in forever. And the one thing they know, too, they're way bigger than TikTok. So let's give you these features that TikTok got. So you don't even have to go over there. You know what I'm saying? So all they got to do is really to figure out how to trick you into getting more likes than you getting at TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And you would just stay over there to YouTube. Like, shit, my stuff rocking over here on YouTube. I go to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's what, if I read social media, that's what I would do. I'd make sure you get like 1,000 likes.
As soon as you post, you get 30 likes. 30.
Nah, that's man, I'm booming over here.
Yeah. Because that is all right. So how TikTok works is people do get paid from their videos if they're getting a lot of views and things like that. All YouTube has to do is capitalize on that. I think if they was do a thing where even like what Tidal did, they'll pay more per view or whatever. People are gonna go.
They're gonna 50 cents more. Come on, man. That's it.
Bro, people they're out of there. We out of there, TikTok. Oh, that's tough. But yeah, man, I want to bring it up for you. TikTokers out there. YouTube is coming, man. YouTube is coming. Y'all make sure y'all if you do get into it and you find out any more information, man, make sure you DM me and let me know so I can talk about it. All right, man. You got something else for me?
Let me see what else I got. I got 2 more things.
Okay.
And we'll do both of these quickly. One of them, Billboard Music said that Drake is the artist of the decade.
Yeah.
And another quick one is Nicki looks to move around 70,000 units on a recycled project from 2009. Your thoughts on that? And shout out to Haley in the UK.
Again, y'all know how I feel about Nicki, man. She just keeps dropping the same stuff over and over again. I said it when we was talking about her. I don't understand why she's getting all this praise. She just redrops the same music over and over again. As far as like the numbers, I mean,
she need a solo number 1.
I don't know how I feel about those numbers. I'm really because I mean DJ Khaled put out a trash album and did more. So that's tough.
Barely.
But
think about that. To your point, he got everybody and their mama on there, and he moved what 90. She moved 70 with a 2009 project.
Like a project. Okay. When you say it like that, yeah, I give her props. That's big.
Think about this. Moneybagg Yo moved 90.
Moneybagg Yo, yeah, he did. He
moved 70.
Yes. Okay, with a recycled project.
But that's what we're talking about fan bases, though, man. She got that fan base, bro.
Now her fan base is huge. Like, and she's proven that. I think that's a big flex, though. Like, it's like a lot of people talk about this, that, and the third, but like, really, who got a fan base that's as big as Nicki's right now? Like, that's a big fan base, and it's
mean fan base, man.
They got their name. They got a name. I mean, it is compared to hold on, man. Like what the Beehive is it like that? Does it give you like the same type of feel as Beyonce?
Beehive, what is Riri Army? What's the other one? The Barty Gang. The Barty Gang, like what's the
chill out, man.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, so I say it's safe to admit that we don't have nothing. What's her name? Megan don't have no. What's it?
And you've been saying that.
Yeah.
The hot girls, I guess.
Yeah, the hot girl summers. That's over with. That's all.
Yeah.
All these barbs everywhere, man. They're taking over.
She don't know how to work. She don't know how to do music and work at the same time. If you get that.
Okay.
She got hella festivals she's supposed to be doing. That's why she ain't been doing having no type of social media. She want to get her big ass in all them festivals.
She got to get top 2 fan bases, beehives, and bars. Okay. I mean, I'm a 7'5" lover boy, man. Drake got the summer. Y'all know that. Hey, it wasn't just big. It wasn't just this topic wasn't that big, but I wanted to bring it up. Cash Doll. She lost $500K in a car burglary while she was shooting a music video.
Why she always getting robbed?
It was jewelry though that these people are supposed to have been stole from her. And like, how do you lose that much? Like, what's going on? Like, how you getting robbed that much? Like that
video shoot. That's
a lot of money to just be losing just randomly.
It's a whole lot of money for Cash Doll too.
That's a big thing too. Is it cap? Is she just capping? Did she really lose that much money in jewelry?
She might not be capping, but if she lost that much, she hurt.
Oh yeah. She had to tell TMZ and them about it.
And there's a lot of touring going on right now. She's hurt.
Cash Dog is a big deal. Like, still, what's she getting a show?
That's kind of my point. At least she can make a little change on touring. But Cash Dog ain't popping like that. Big shout out to the homie Tracy. What up, Tracy? But yeah, she ain't really popping like that, man. Cash Doll ain't booming like that.
Why her name Cash Doll and be losing cash, boy? And one more thing that I wanted to talk about, man. Young Dolph has been giving a lot of game out, man, especially since he's saying that he's retiring. He said a bunch of different things, but he said the power of he's speaking on the power of using his iPhone and everything he does with it and things like that as a rapper and things like that. I was talking to Corleone about this before Young Dolph actually dropped this, but if you understand and you use your iPhone as an artist like it's a computer, like a producer uses his computer to do things and make stuff, he said that you can make $1 million just off your iPhone. Bro, I want artists to understand that, and like that's really big. Learn how to work your iPhone. Don't use it for just text message, call, hitting people up for features, Snapchat, whatever you do to promote. It's way more than that when it comes to iPhone. Understand social media and what you can do for social media and what you can with an iPhone. Man, I'm telling you. But I thought that was a really big thing. And like I said, he's been giving out a lot of knowledge. And I would like to actually just sit around him and just see exactly what he does with his phone on a day-to-day basis besides cell phone calls and things like that.
Why you should holler at him?
I'm gonna hit him up, man. I should have went on here and hit him up that day we seen him at the
Now I'm gonna be real with you now. This is another good thing for us to talk about too.
Yeah.
Now don't forget, now as an artist, now Kodak Black and Master P had this problem back in the day. Now, Master P was kind of saying, I'll help you, but I really don't have time like that. Now,
yeah,
if you want the game, you have to invest in yourself. So what I'm kind of telling you, you have to come to Young Dolph. I need to pay for your time to get this knowledge. And I don't know, hey man, I'm trying to come up too and be a rapper. Can you? And see, that's what everybody try to come up on. Man, he didn't want to help me. Bro, he got 18 billion things going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, his life don't involve helping you. You know what I'm saying? But if you come at him where, hey, man, I'm an up-and-coming rapper. I want to invest in myself and invest in your time. How much is an hour of your time worth to give you some knowledge on how I can, you know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do these days. But no, don't come at him on that friend and little homies. Don't come at him like that.
And you want to know one thing that I do for us, like me and working with even people that I know and things like that. I pay everybody for everything. I don't try to ask for anything for free, even from people that I know would do it. things like that, I still like to kick the money. Serge was doing something. We was doing something with the Calm Down video, and I had told him make a nice caption for it, things like that. Look up the right hashtags and things like that. And I shot him some money. He was like, "Man, I'm in the video and song too." I'm like, "Nah, bro. I want you to get used to getting paid for your work, and I want to be used to paying somebody for whatever they do for me." And so I've been getting conditioned in that, and you make a big sense. Pay me for a J. Cole, man. You want to get tagged in so you can talk about your take on J. Cole? We already talked about it. We're finna get ready to get off here in about 4 or 5 minutes. But I guess we could go back to J. Cole because I guess it was kind of one of the biggest topics, and him dropping no points in that game for 17 minutes. But yeah, man. I guess we talk about J. Cole a little bit more.
What, J. Cole dropped 300,000 first week, #1 album?
Nah, it's cool. Okay. It's trash. It went all that. We said that. I don't know if you was in the chat, but we said it was cool. It wasn't nothing groundbreaking. It wasn't all that. But yeah, people been mad at me all week on Facebook about that. I think LJ was mad at me too.
Last topic of the night, the big topic of the weekend, the big news that was going back and forth that everybody was talking about. People going live, people making Venmos that cost $2 to watch. Kevin Hart put his 2 cents in.
Oh man.
Rapper Consequence, he ain't got a voice. That man tapped some serious stuff in and serious talk for him. Like everybody putting their 2 cents in. The Joe Budden Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Joe Budden versus Rory and Mal. Spot everybody been talking about it, man. And they've been going back and forth, bro. What do you think about it, man? It's getting even deeper for Joe Budden today, too. He got a lot going on, man. But the bottom line is, man, he basically fired Rory, but Mal ain't coming back either. And they said it's a bunch of money problems, man. They said every time they wanted to see the books, it was big problems.
All right. I'm going to just speak on this one thing that the guy was saying. I forget the dude's name, but he was just, I mean, I'm going to say just the biggest thing I got from him is this, man. And it's something that you told me a while ago. And I just want to say this, bro. He told them to always have something else going on. Don't let this just be your bread and butter. Like, that's pretty much sums it all up. When you relying on one thing and or a group of people to do something for you, and this is what happens. That's all it is, man. Like, I mean, come on, man. If Charlemagne the God was to get the same thing done to him, he's gonna leave and be Charlemagne the God. And like, that's the problem. I feel like that's what it hurting at. I understand the money issue. If that's the case, then they didn't have their paperwork right. It's still the same thing. It's like a rapper or whatever not understanding their contract and things like that.
Yeah. That not talking about stuff got to him. And I give you a old saying from my grandpa. R.I.P. to my grandpa Jasper. But he always used to say, let's get an understanding so it's not a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And that's what they should have did. You know what I'm saying? But they were just assuming they was partners. They was assuming that they owned it. They didn't own a damn thing. It was called the Joe Budden Podcast at the end of the day. And it wasn't even called the Joe Budden Podcast with Rory and Mal in small print. It was only called the Joe Budden Podcast. You know what I'm saying? And bro, even when he was getting to talk about business and they ain't knowing what's going on, like he throwing numbers around, they not knowing the situation, like And my man Pat said he's a fan of the show. Pat, you're a real fan. You seen this coming a while ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Joe was talking all that Spotify deals and all that, they were lost.
Yeah.
They had no idea, you know what I'm saying? But it was the owner talking and the bosses, you know what I'm saying? But no, Rory and Mal are right. No, Joe screwed him.
Yeah.
But a big but. They should have talked to Joe when all the deals and stuff started coming, and the only people they were talking to when the deals came were Joe. Hey man, I thought we were all doing this together, And this my thing, if you really listen to it, they were getting that money coming in. Mm-hmm. They would ask Joe a question. Joe would get mad, but they would leave it alone and keep accepting money and keep coming to work.
Right.
After a while, you got to take a stand. Hey, man, I'm not coming to work no more until we get this business part down.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Let's get an understanding so it won't be a misunderstanding. This could have been solved years ago. Pat. So I feel you, Pat, but you still got to talk and get everything understood, man. Straight up. What they said in the comments, Mike?
They never said that they were owners, though. They say they was getting paid a percentage agreement. But
they were, but they thought they were owners in the show. And Joe, Rugby, if that was the case and they thought that, then Joe don't need to talk to them about anything. If we're just getting paid a percentage, take your money and let me run everything. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? If that was the case, they didn't feel like that, though. They felt like they were part owners.
It's the same thing. It's a rapper's contract. It's just getting signed and not knowing nothing about what's in your contract. That's exactly what this sounds like. This is the podcast version of that. Like, you getting all this tour money, but you
and that's what people said. People said that Joe Budden was doing the thing that he always preached against. That how he used to get screwed in his contracts and how the record labels used to do him. They said that's how he did Rory and Mal.
But I'm gonna say this. I ain't been in with that same. It's talking about. It's only been maybe one other rapper, maybe. I think Young Thug maybe be the first artist that I know that's just letting. He said he didn't make any money off Gunna. He hasn't made any money off Gunna. What rapper who got screwed over or knew about getting screwed over became a label or a boss and didn't do the same thing? They all still do the same thing to people because they understand why they got it done to them. You understand the music industry.
You understand the game.
That's why it gets done to you. That's the only way they can make money. And you figure it out, you got it done to you. So of course you're gonna do it to somebody else. I bet you Joe Budden was sitting there and he thought about that before he did everything that he did years ago. He's like, well, I mean, they don't know. I'm finna, yeah, of course. By the time they do this, I could be ready to say whatever, bye. And anybody. I done build this up as the podcast. We're going to listen to this podcast no matter who signed to me. If Lil Wayne was mad at Birdman, but Birdman got Young Thug. You really couldn't.
Let me go to Pat. Pat said, it was something about accounting that they had a hand in. So when they asked for account number, they only got it once, and it was wrong. And they asked it again, and it was a problem. They said it was $400,000 missing, Pat. I understand that in the accounting. But, Pat, I'm going to go back to this. I would have stopped working then. Let's get an understanding so it ain't a misunderstanding. That's what I'm trying to say. How do you keep continuing to work when it's that problem?
But they weren't owners enough?
Hey, Pat, I got the cliff notes. I didn't pay the $2. I got the Pat. You can't inform me on a few things because I listened to 2 breakdowns of it. I didn't watch the whole hour, so Pat, I probably got about 16 minutes of it. So you might know some stuff I don't know. I will say that.
Well, can they ask about accounting questions if they're not owners?
And that's real too. That's another thing. Now, okay, they were saying they got paid off of, and I think Rugby said this too, off a percentage base. Okay. So what they think was, we need to know the whole percentage of what everything worth because that's how we getting paid.
Right. Now,
but instead of showing them a percentage, from what my understanding was, Joe was just giving them more money. Like you get another raise.
Well, I mean, and then I kept them quiet.
That's kind of, Pat, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of the understanding that I was getting. You know what I'm saying? But another point was, and this is the main point, they wasn't owners and it was Joe's show. Yeah. One thing Joe said a while ago, and this was in front of them, and Pat, you going to remember this. He said this in front of them. They were talking about when Rory wasn't supposed to come in, and Ma was like, out of respect, we was all supposed to talk about it. It was a decision that we all were supposed to make. Joe Budden said, if somebody is not to come in, who's supposed to be the person to tell them if it's not me?
Yeah.
He said that in front of them. And he was basically sunning them and letting them know I'm your boss and this is my show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he owns the show and they don't. And they are employees.
Yeah. That's it, man. And man,
Man, we agree on that. They got paid on a percentage basis, but they knew they was coming into working with Joe too. We all know that too. We all agree on that, y'all. We all agree on that. Joe kept what the whole show was making from them, and they wanted to know because they got paid off the percentage of what the whole show was making.
I mean, I'm gonna just say it like this. It's just, basically, even when you're talking about numbers, you can't get screwed out of numbers and money and stuff when it's real contracts involved and it's real lawyers. Like,
Joe hate contracts. That's another thing. That's a big part of this story too. And he hate honoring contracts. Big part of this story.
Well, that's the problem. That's it. You can't.
And they knew this.
Yeah,
they knew this. They know Joe. You know what I'm saying? That's their homie, but they knew this. They knew all of this. And you know what I'm saying? It's like knowing one of your friends, he do everybody else wrong.
Yeah.
And you already know it's gonna come back around at the end. And that's how it was. Yeah. Joe been doing everybody wrong. He been doing all this bad business. They've been laughing about it. They had Joe back in all of this. And guess what happened to them? He came back around to them. And they say not saying that, they just asking what's the basis. And he moving funny. Oh, yeah. But that's what it was. That's all it was. But at the end of the day, they worked for Joe and they thought they was owners. That's still at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, do we know them without the Joe Budden podcast? Are they good without, are they,
And you know what's interesting what you're saying that? And I'm going to tell you what, man, that it's kind of sad. I'm going to tell you who I think about a lot. And even when I was seeing the clip of them, when they were talking,
Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
It reminded me a lot of Wayno without academics. I subscribe to Wayno's podcast on YouTube. Spider, guess how many I've watched?
0. That's tough.
And Wayno views be like, man, 9,000, 8,000.
Okay.
And I'm like, damn, he's suffering without academics. You know what I'm saying? Like, academics was really in the culture, and academics, as me and you always talk about, academics give it up.
Yeah.
You don't play that tiptoe thing.
Right.
And that's my thing with Rory and Maul. They play that tiptoe game where you can't say certain things.
Yeah.
Joe Budden's is unfiltered.
Yeah.
Uncut. Raw.
Joe Budden has a lot of shit happen to him,
You know what I'm saying?
They made the podcast what it is.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's why Joe is gonna win no matter what. Joe always come back on top, man. Rory and Maul, and y'all look this up, gonna be just like Wayno and how Wayno is without academics. Yeah. Wayno sucks without DJ Academics.
Yeah, big fat.
Rory and Maul sitting there, and think about it, Maul sitting in his phone, doing all that, them one-word answers and doing all this stuff, and Rory over-talking, and man, that ain't gonna work. You need Joe Budden talking that talk, man. I ain't watching. Straight up.
Oh, pump it up, man. You need that type of star power on the show.
You got to have somebody giving it up, man. You got to. You got 2 people tiptoeing because they can't talk about nothing. It ain't gonna work, man.
Yeah, I mean, even like you gotta still think about the plugs that Joe Budden has that they don't have. Like Joe Budden probably got way more connections and things to make that show or that podcast be what it was. Like, you just can't come up with a podcast and expect it to take off like that one did. You got to have like insides, things like that. But yeah,
even to our point, Joe told them to start something already. They should already had something going. Difference between Wayno and Maul and Rory is the fact that Wayno is a real industry piece. But rugby, rugby 106. Rory and Maul couldn't really get in on nobody like Joe did because they industry too.
Yeah,
y'all know that they couldn't go in, man. Maul is very industry, and Rory is too, man.
Yeah.
But no, Joe didn't give a damn. That would make the show work.
Yeah.
DJ Academics ain't industry. That would make the show work.
Facts.
When you tiptoeing, the show not gonna work, y'all. I'm gonna tell you that now. If the album was okay and it was all right. When you doing all that stuff,
it ain't gonna work.
No, it sucked. That's the only, but it sucked.
Yeah.
You can do that, you gonna win. Right. The biggest thing ain't gonna win, man.
People gotta not like you for your opinion. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, Joe Budden had a lot of people who didn't like him for some shit he was saying. Like,
and he stood behind it and explained it.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to, and this is my thing, Joe, but I'm not going to kiss your ass on everything.
No.
This is how I feel.
Exactly.
Rory and Maul is going to kiss a lot of ass.
They
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
be friends
say,
with.
man.
They trying to be friends with everybody. Yep. Pretty much, yeah. But nah, man. It's crazy how much that blew up though. I think it's crazy how much that blew up. I really don't think it's that.
Bro, all we got is the Breakfast Club, and we coming up next. That's it, man. It was a big hit to the culture, man. That's all we get. The Breakfast Club and us.
Oh, so what we doing that Joe Budden hit us up? Because I know he watching.
We gonna take their spots.
Hold on, man. The first thing I'm getting up in here, I ain't nice like them other niggas. I come here to talk. Joe Budden, hey, look, I talk bad to you here. Hey,
I'm talking and talk with you.
We need to sign some paperwork. Look, you ain't. Hey, look, without you, I'm still Spider Crazy 8. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't play with me, man. But like,
man, we taking Rory and Maul's spot.
Hey, y'all gonna watch though. Pat say he like us. Like, hey, we already got people watching. Hey, look, we got something we can go to them and be like, hey, look, this is what we doing already. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
But I don't know. There's a whole podcast that's the biggest drama in hip hop right now, and it's crazy. I think that's crazy.
Bro, it is a big hit to hip hop, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I used to look forward to it. And I'm listening to these dudes for hours talk about the culture, man. It was really, really cool. And it's just so crazy how you realize that just certain things have a moment. You know, even everyday struggle.
Yeah.
The year of academics and Joe Budden's was that moment, man, like in hip hop.
Yeah.
It was only a moment and it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So you still got to give it up to the Breakfast Club, being able to do this for over 10 years, man. But
with the same people too,
bro.
That's
and the same people that's even getting so big, they're still coming back to even do that. You know what I'm saying? All three of them could easily not do that. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good run though. Okay. I mean, yeah. Nah. Look, hey, everybody say you owe me that 5 minutes. Hey, man, yeah, I don't know why they would work with Joe Budden without the contract stuff being good. I don't know. But yeah, like you were saying, the thing about them they just feel real. They just look real salty. And it's never good to look like that. If it was me, I would have just started my own podcast, start doing my own thing, kept it moving. Everything that has something to do with money or whatever, I would have did that behind the scenes. Cause now everybody gonna be like, oh, now you just trying to do it because Joe don't want to mess with you. Joe looking bad with this. I love Joe, and he's gonna be solid. Rory and Maul gonna be solid. We're gonna see.
No, Joe looking bad with this because of the other stuff with Olivia Dope. That's what Joe looking bad for. But another host of one of the shows with the all women under his network, she talking about a bunch of sexual assault, and Joe was sitting there trying to holler and all that. That's gonna be the problem with Joe. Now everybody was trying to pile in, like I told you. Kevin Hart put his 2 cents in about this situation.
Oh,
but the stuff that Olivia Dope talking about today, that's what he's finna have big problems with. Them where the problems gonna come from.
Okay. Hey, friends, you think you're gonna think your friends gonna hold it down?
Now I agree with that. I agree with all of that. But I also agree with they know how Joe Budden's is. Yeah. It was another host that left before I can't remember whichever one came. Pat, you correct me. But they had another host that left off the show. Like Joe, nothing ever works with Joe. Nothing ever works. They knew what they was coming into.
Okay. That's Joe gonna get it right, man. Why didn't I hear about this Olivia stuff? See, Pat, look, they putting you up on game now.
Pat, check out Olivia Dope. It's going down today, and Olivia Dope is going ham on Joe. And that's what he ain't gonna get out of. That's where the problem's gonna come from. Not the Rory and Maul stuff. This Olivia Dope stuff.
Oh man. She fired her because she
Oh, Rory, I'm not saying all that. That ain't what Olivia Dope said. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna stick with Olivia Dope story. I ain't sticking with that.
She would comment about Drake. Oh, he would comment about Drake. Okay.
Oh man. Hey, listen to that.
Hip hop highlights, man. Boy, what a show! Like, it's been a lot of information being talked about. This podcast stuff was really big. I ain't gonna say I slept on it a little bit. I ain't gonna. I like I said, I ain't think it was that big of a deal. But I see
Huge.
rumor
The
report.
rumor report.
lot of topics, man. Music. Wednesday.
Oh, I didn't know that. What's her name? Ruby 106.
I'm
The one that was on the Joe Budden podcast. I got you. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta watch that too. Now, see,
Sparks.
I listened to Olivia Dope and got her 2 cents, and then I gotta listen to her and see what she had to say. Yeah, I want to hear that too, Rugby.
Yeah, he's ain't gonna say.
She went on. That's Joe Budden has a bunch of problems, man.
I mean, he got money.
From that, not the Rory Mall stuff.
They gonna pick it back off of it some type of way though. I think it was Melissa or something. I can't remember. Okay. Oh yeah, little Pat boy.
Melissa, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm checking that out too.
I'm boys in the comments with the info, man. I gotta start tapping in, man. We didn't talk about this on the screen, bro. I know you tapped in. He said he don't care about my take no more on music, Rubby. Cause
they been roasting you on YouTube too.
Yo, hey, look, somebody gotta be Joe, man.
Hey, somebody gotta give it up.
Yeah, somebody I stand on it. But hey, man, so let's go ahead and talk about a couple of the albums. Yeah, I was how I play it. That we're gonna be reviewing Wednesday.
What albums do we get? What drops, Spider? J. Cole dropped.
Flopped.
Kodak Black dropped. Who else dropped?
Are we gonna
R&B artist I like a lot. Her name Jordan Smith. She dropped.
Okay.
Little Skies, he dropped a deluxe project.
Really?
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
He had 7 songs on that thing.
That's
And I can't think of anything more off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. What else dropped, Spider? Anything else?
Just Nicki Minaj.
Did she put enough songs on there for me to talk about?
It was a whole. We just gonna So since she did what she always do and added just 3 songs, cool. We ain't gotta talk about that.
I didn't think it was enough to talk about. I listened to him. It wasn't enough to talk about.
Cold World, baby. Chill out with all that in the chat, man.
We gotta talk about J. Cole. We'll go in depth tomorrow.
I didn't let nobody say that, but somebody
Wednesday.
said it. They
Say
said
what?
they hope the Bow Wow album is better than J. Cole. Bow Wow say he talking about pain, man. He got a couple kids now. He older. His music gonna be different.
Bow Wow ain't talking about nothing.
We gotta review the album. I can't wait until we review the album and you say that you like it. If that happens, hey, make sure you tune it in Wednesday after. We'll get it done. Also Friday, man. Any big shows? Anything you got going on Friday?
Now we're gonna do the indie artist takeover. What is going on this weekend? This weekend I'm on Dixon all weekend in Shots.
Oh yeah.
And what next weekend is that? When is that? I don't know. Next weekend, Twister. I don't know, y'all. All these dates just kind of go together now. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. All right, man. But it's been a Hip Hop Highlights. We appreciate everybody tapping in. Pat and Rubby, man. Y'all most definitely been super active in the chat, man. We kept about 5-10 people in the chat, man, talking that noise, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in today. We can get ready to check out, man. Y'all have a good day.